Hi guys, this is Mrs. Pease. It's the 8th of June. It's your Monday lesson session. Just a reminder, obviously we've put this on a lot of slides. There is the text reader that you can use to read any text that you wish if you are uncertain, and it's the link is below. This week we're back to our more traditional format, 4 sessions. Each session is designed to take about half an hour. Obviously, you can spend up to an hour on those tasks. You will be getting a show my homework quiz, not this week, but next week, okay? So Monday, as per usual, is Memory Monday. And we've focused on all the above skills: plurals, tricky words, vocab, sentence parameters, speech punctuation, using metaphors. We've also, last week, had a skills masterclass. So in this session, we will focus on recapping the vocabulary and in particular speech punctuation. So there are 4 questions here. The first one, pick the sentence in which the word is used correctly. Rebellious. A, she always did as she was told. She was a rebellious woman. Or B, she certainly deviated from what was expected of her. One might call her rebellious. 2, which of these words are a synonym of delve? Dig or skim? 3, which of these words are a synonym of rancid? Delightful or disgusting? 4, write a definition for the word frantic. Question 5, which image best reflects sassiness for you? A or B? Again, this vocabulary checker, you should be kind of getting to the point now that these words we've been using again and again and again, so you should be relatively confident with them. But if there is one that you just cannot get to grips with, why not use our sort of word graph here? Word in the middle, synonyms one side, antonyms the other, examples of sentence at the bottom. Okay, so you've seen this familiar format before about the rules. So now you just need to replicate those rules when you're writing. So rule, what a person said should start and end with speech marks. What a person said should start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. X said should always be followed by a comma if it is before what a person said. Practice this rule by converting this conversation into speech. We will start together and then you will take over. I'm excited to go to the woods today. Mina, my mum is a genius. Cat, that's brilliant. Alex. So in this instance, I would look at it and I need to put Mina said, okay, followed by a comma, and then what she says into speech marks. Now you will need to do the same for those 3 characters. Rule, if a sentence starts with the words someone said, put a comma before the final speech marks. Task, punctuate the sentences correctly below correctly. 1, I want to return this package, Kareem said. This is my favourite book, the lady said. 3, the wedding was moving, the old man said. 4, do not be late again, my teacher said. 5, you need to eat more fruit, Dr. Black said. 6, don't be afraid to call Alex. Don't be afraid to call Alex said to me. Oh, don't be afraid to call, Alex said to me. That stumble I had there truly reflects the power of punctuation. That missing punctuation there meant that I struggled to read the nuances of that sentences. So hopefully you can now punctuate that accurately based on my stumble. Okay, so exercise 1, punctuating speech correctly. You have to look at the following rule. Rule, if the speech at the start of the sentence is a question, replace the comma with a question mark. The next word only has a capital letter if it is a name. What do you mean? The student asked. And if you look next to the question mark, you still have a little letter. The same rules apply for exclamations. If the speech at the start of the sentence is an exclamation, replace the comma with an exclamation mark. The next word only has a capital if it is a name. Help! The woman shouted. Oh, that hurt, Terry exclaimed. And if you look at the differences between the woman, you've still got a lowercase t for that, but Terry obviously has a capital letter for the T because it's a name, a proper noun. So, rule, if the speech at the start of the sentence is an exclamation, replace the comma with an exclamation mark. The next word only has a capital if it is a name. Task, punctuate the speech correctly. 1. What a mess, my mum said. That lightning is terrifying, Claire exclaimed. 3. I don't want to talk about it, the boy shouted. 4. Happy birthday, they cheered. 5. Wow, what an incredible painting, Nabil said. You will notice that you also have to switch here some capital letters, lowercase letters. You have to follow the rule. Okay, exercise 1, two-part speech. When you want to divide what someone said into two, you add the second bit like this. Look at the sky, comma, close speech mark, she said, full stop. Open speech mark, it's so full of stars, full stop, close speech marks. Open speech marks, we are sorry, comma, close speech mark, they muttered, full stop. Open speech marks, we didn't mean it, full stop, close speech mark, and so on. You can read the examples. You now need to punctuate these sentences correctly. That's strange, the man said. I thought I looked there. Have a sweet, Will offered. They are very tasty. 3. Chloe isn't here. They said she'd gone home. 4. Pass the popcorn, her mum whispered. I'm hungry. 5. I write poetry, said Kelvin to George. It helps me think. 6. What a great coat, the man said. I must get one. Yeah, punctuation is everything. Okay, so half an hour, that's our expectation, that you must spend half an hour on your work. However, if you are wanting to push yourself further, you obviously have at least an hour of English a day. So to show your mastery, complete the next 2 slides. 1, talk or think through what you see in the pictures using the key words. And 2, turn the pictures into a short story that includes the speech between the 2 characters. So we've got 4 pictures here. The actor, he's holding up his skull. The actor, something's happened. He's obviously fallen to the floor or hurt himself. So a medic ran onto the stage. He said, stay calm. And we've got the medic and the actor. And then we've got a picture of the actor either improved or limping off, whatever you wish to have happened. Your vocab, you've got plummeted, theatre, crack, bandage, audience, light, knelt, wires. I think I might know what's happened. So in your head, what has happened through these 4 pictures? Try to think of using the vocabulary as you go. So short story. If you've spent less than 30 minutes on this, you must turn the images into a short story that includes speech between the actor and the medic. There are 3 mastery checks. Mastery 1, I've used the word but and punctuated it correctly. Mastery check 2, I have included speech and punctuated and paragraphed it correctly. Mastery check 3, I've included when and where it happened and punctuated this correctly. I've got plummeted, theatre, crack, bandage, audience, light, knelt, wires. Okay, so your vocab check answers. The correct answer for the sentence for rebellious was she certainly deviated from what was expected of her. One might call her rebellious. The synonym of delve was dig. The synonym of rancid is disgusting. Frantic is conducted in a hurried, excited, and disorganized way. And question 5, that image best reflects sassiness. A, okay, because obviously the little girl in B is looking all cute and pious and as if butter wouldn't melt. Answers for speech punctuation. Mina said, comma, open speech mark, I'm excited to go to the woods today. Full stop, close speech mark. Kat said, comma, open speech mark, my mum is a genius. Full stop, close speech mark. 3, Alex said, comma, that's brilliant. Full stop, close speech mark. And I'm not going to read through every single one of these, but obviously you can now look at the answer, pause, and double check what you wrote. Again, the rule, if the speech at the start of the sentence is an exclamation, replace with a comma with an exclamation mark. The next word only has a capital if it's a name. Pause, check your answers. Note that Claire and Nabil are proper nouns, so they are the ones that needed the capital letters. The final answers were the split speech, and again you can pause and check that you got it right. Okay, so if you're missing AR, read on myon.co.uk is really good. You can also search within your ZPD range, and it's actually a really useful resource, and there's lots of text on there. You can also recap on your punctuation skills independently. I've put some links to BBC Skillwise. Actually, BBC Skillwise is a website that's focused on EAL learners, but there's some really good, easy, and different games that can just help you focus on your punctuation. There's a top marks game, and there's some games. They're aimed at Key Stage 2, but I still think they are worth looking at. I hope everybody is well, and hopefully you are really getting to grips with your skills here. Tomorrow we start a new short story. I really hope that you like it.